Saddle hops, a fun thigh spin variation that starts by spinning between your legs, and you can do them from spinning inwards, down by your center line and up on the outside, as well as from spinning outwards, coming up your center line and down on the outside, like so. Going over them in detail, I start with the inwards version and spinning hand here on the surface side, so if you're right-handed you can just mirror me. So you're spinning inwards and you're spinning around the same side leg, so the surface side leg here, like so. And when the handle comes up, that's where you start to push that leg behind, so that the handle can pass in front of both legs. And when the leg is further behind, and you give it a little push so that the handle spins right up behind you, like so, and you put that leg down immediately and shift your weight towards it. Now you have your weight behind the other leg, and when the handle comes down here, you lift that leg to make space for the handle to get through, and you're back to where you started. So, just demonstrating it, you're spinning inwards, wrap around that leg, push behind and step out. Wrap, push, step out. Wrap, push, step out. Demonstrating it from behind. Still here spinning on the surface side, spinning inwards around the same side leg, and wrap, push behind, step out. Wrap, push behind, step out. Wrap, push behind, step out. Same thing for the other hand. So now spinning the dragon tree side hand, again spinning inwards, wrapping around the same side leg. You start spinning inwards, wrap here. When the handle comes up, push that leg behind because the handle can pass in front of both legs. Push it up behind you. Put that foot down immediately, and when the handle comes down here on that side, you lift that leg to make space for the handle to go through. Once again, wrap, push, step out. Wrap, push, step out. Wrap, push, step out. Showing this one also from behind. So on the dragon tree side, spinning inwards down the center line, around the same side leg, wrap, push, and step out. Wrap, push, step out. Wrap, push, step out. For the outwards version, when you're spinning up your center line, down on the outside, again starting here, the spinning hand on the surface side, it's basically the same leg movement, but you're just spinning around the opposite leg. For inwards, we have the same side leg, and for outwards is the opposite leg. And from there on, it's just the same thing. When the handle is up here on the highest point, you start to push that leg behind so the handle can pass in front of both knees. Then push the handle up, it spins behind your back. And when it comes down here on the other side, now the whip is behind the other leg, and then you lift that leg and make space for the whip to get through and spin out again. So just demonstrating it, spinning outwards here towards the sofa, wrap, push, step out, wrap, push, step out, wrap, push, step out. Showing it from behind, spinning still with the sofa side hand towards the sofa, and then wrapping here around the opposite leg, like so. So wrap, push, step out, wrap, push, step out, wrap, push, step out. And of course you can do this with the other hand as well. So the dragon tree side hand spinning outwards towards the dragon tree, and then wrapping around the opposite leg. So come here, going down in front of both legs, up behind your back. The handle comes down on that side, That's why you lift that leg to make space for the whip to go through. So, showing it. Like this. So wrap, push, and step out. And again from behind, wrapping around the opposite leg. So it's wrap, push, step out, wrap, push, step out, wrap, push, step out. That's it. If you practice this, and if you first start with it, you're quite likely to hit yourself a lot and hit your legs, hit your ankles. So practice with something soft, and if you practice with your whip immediately, cushion your handle with some foam grip for bike handlebars or with a poo noodle or whatever, so you don't really hurt yourself.